Oh, thank goodness there's Mary Jane again.
I was wondering where she was this whole time. And,
Jordan,
so
too.
yeah, good old police chief cracked.
Yeah, she
yeah,
went
she
kind of
did.
crazy. Almost killed Don Hammerlock, and she's been forced. Yeah, she's been forced off. She's been forced off the force. And probably not the best thing to tell your active CO is, this won't stop me. I think that's the best way to get yourself arrested rather than
I think at this
fired,
point
but-
she just doesn't care about anything anymore.
Still.
And as we saw in the post-credit sequence, Hammerhead is definitely still not dead. Still after that project thingy.
I thought he already has it.
No, he was trying to grab as much of it as we can, but we don't know what it actually is yet.
I thought it was that suit he was wearing.
Well, he definitely wasn't enough to stop us, and so who knows what he's going to plan next to actually try and stop us.
Hey.
But first things first.
No flash photography.
The question is, what are we gonna do when we find him?
I mean, stop him, I would assume, Mary. I mean, that's what we gotta always
Assuming
do.
you can this time.
I don't know, knock on metal, rest his ass as always.
Whoa, Future Foundation.
Hello.
Yeah, felt it was right to start working on these new suits, so we're actually... Yeah, unfortunately, we are down to the last couple suits in this game now. It's been a long time coming.
Honestly, I just look at this thing and I immediately think, am I watching Spider-Man or some weird Mass Effect spinoff? Because I swear the latex on that reminds me of one character from it.
I can kind of understand what you mean. What's funny about the Future Foundation, this is actually from when he joined the Fantastic Four following the very temporary disappearance of the Human Torch.
Oh. And this was the new suit that they gave him to join with the Fantastic Four? I was assuming they would have given him a blue suit.
Well, the thing is, around that time, they changed their name to the Future Foundation. It was either Future or Fantastic Foundation, but yeah.
I mean, I guess when you think about it, they both start with the same first letter.
Exactly.
Now that I'm looking at the suit, did this suit also appear in Web of Shadows or that Spider-Man time traveling?
I don't know. I don't think it appeared in Web of Shadows. I think it appeared in Edge of Time. I'd have to double check, but I know for a fact it wasn't in Web of Shadows.
Okay, because I think Web of Shadows was one that had like Spider Noir and all the other ones.
Yeah, it was. It was Noir, Ultimate, 2099, and Amazing.
Oh, it must have been 2099 I was thinking of.
Well, no, I do know 2099 had the Iron Spider armor.
That's true.
Speaking of Iron Armor.
Great, they gave the heavy guys the frickin' mech suits now.
Devil damn it.
How many of those? And once again...
God, those eyes!
Yeah, that's what
I am a bug.
I don't know if that's a Liberty Insomniac take, because I definitely don't remember the eyes looking like that in the comics.
I definitely don't remember those eyes
It's
looking like that.
It reminds me of a goddamn Flygon, the Pokemon. Whoa, jeez.
Flygon.
And yes, once again, welcome to the finale, the final chapter of the DLC,
Oh.
where once again we will see that men from the frickin' 40s can be more like adept and more like competent with futuristic equipment than the mercenary forces originally hired to use the equipment.
You mean we could actually use weapons?
I'm looking at this and oh crap, I forgot about the Dick Boys.
Oh yeah, the Dig Boys.
They're always get all the Vinnies. Every other Vinny is going down.
I hate that Vinny. I hate that Vinny. I hate that Vinny. I hate this Vinny.
And the Gatling guns have the suits now. So yeah, just all in all, these
and
guys
I definitely
have a lot
hate
of
this
armor.
Vinny.
As far as the armor is concerned, I recommend throwing objects and use again. I still swear by Arms Race. Arms Race is my favorite suit power up to do. To just give yourself a moment to breathe and all the jetpack guys.
Oh boy.
My favorite.
My favorite.
There's nothing more dangerous out on the field than a guy in a jetpack.
Oh, you dropped it.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, do you think Vulture's just kind of getting upset? Like, come on, like...
I did it first!
He did do it first. And looking at how, like, adept they are makes me almost wonder, like, if Vulture's like, have I been, like, overdoing it? Like, these guys clearly seem to be... Oh, great, now they can make little fields that if I web through them, I'm going to lose my webbing for a bit, so be careful.
Okay, duly noted.
That's very
again, the red silver sable energy field, if it hits me, if it hits me, it deactivates all my gadgets, which includes my webbing and most of my projectiles. Whoa.
They're really bringing out the big guns for this last chapter.
Literally.
Oh, definitely. But I gotta say, still, I like the combat in this game. I like the way it works with your movement and flying all around. And
that's good.
No, we're not using the mech suit today.
Bunch.
Ow.
So how's everybody doing today?
Doing good.
Yeah, I've been doing fine myself. I've been getting quite a bit of voice recording done lately. Did a good chunk of housework earlier today. Also, just got a new controller, so next time we do Parsec stuff, I don't have to worry about the left stick having a bit
Don't worry, I'll save you!
Woo!
Punt! Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
Oh, they're gonna...
Oh, wow, they've still been flying. I'm surprised we didn't save them at this point.
If you make the pigs fly joke, I swear to God.
Him or Spidey?
Come closer.
One of them.
Now, is that just a regular dare or a double dog dare?
Oh.
Oh, no.
Hello.
Mama came home.
No?
No.
But it would be so awesome.
It'd be so awesome if that was mine. No, she's
Hey,
pissed.
Sable.
Hey, mama.
Yep, up.
You
dropped
and
him.
I gotcha. But yeah,
I would like to say that it is your fault that he dropped him.
And thus that guy's spine was snapped in half.
I don't know,
Yeah,
that seems
no.
fine to me.
Granted, though, yeah, no. Sable getting mugged and robbed by the Maja, she's pissed.
Naturally. Now, hopefully, we're still on good terms after what happened at the end of the last game.
He works for Hammerhead.
Where is this hammerhead?
Whoa, whoa! Can't we, like, go grab a coffee and catch up like normal people? By the way, I love your new hovercrafty thing.
Tell me everything you know.
I talk a lot better without a gun in my face.
You have 3 seconds.
Okay, I'll talk.
Guns down.
1,
We really gonna do this?
2,
6, 9, 11, 7.
3.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's still kind of an anti-hero.
And meanwhile, the guy on the roof's like, I was gonna tell you that you gotta let me talk to
God. And I forget if we actually fought her in the game.
I think we
the main
did
campaign.
once.
Out, in, out.
Maybe?
Tell me where to find Hammerhead.
But yeah, no, she is beyond upset.
Ow.
Together? Never.
This is for all the stupid jokes you made about my stupid minions throughout this game.
Well, why don't you have a decent employee training program?
Do you know how sensitive my minions are? They have very fragile egos.
We have to have weekly self-esteem meetings
Hey.
and weekly team building exercises.
Ow!
Ow.
Ow. I was about to say, Sable, you're no Red Skull. Don't go quoting his shit.
I do not know you.
Oh, whoa, what'd she say again?
And you are failing.
You will stay
Oh yeah, that bit where he says that. Oh jeez, what's that sound I heard? I think it may have just been.
Oh, what, do you mean this?
No, there was like some. I heard it's like some weird rap fire. Okay.
I think it was the background music.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think I threw a box. And, oh, stop it!
Is this a scripted fight? Because she's kind of
It's scripted.
obliterating you.
It's scripted. After you deal a certain amount of damage, or after a certain amount of time passes, that guy flees. And what do you do? You're the one who was fighting me.
Yeah,
distracting
seriously.
me.
Don't go wasting my time like that. Or yours.
You?
I am good at what I do,
Bull and shit.
but I am not a guy.
But I-
Fair enough.
Okay, that I'll give you there.
Also, to be fair,
Ow!
I am good at my job because I at least got you whittled down to the last bit of your health, unlike my others.
What happened to you can thank
That's
me by
true.
not dying?
Man, the good times just haven't been the same. And okay,
The
that
good
guy's
times are
okay.
over.
He's okay, and yeah. Now we're dealing with Sable back in town, although most of her men are not around. It's just her trying to figure out what happened to all of her resources, including Project Olympus.
I mean, considering how incompetent her other soldiers are, it might have been for the best.
She's just like, okay, I'm going to leave you at the daycare. I'll pick you up by 7. Billy, you are to share the graham crackers with Thomas. He's been asking for that.
And no soda after 4. You know how you get when you have too much
Oh,
caffeine.
god dang it.
Yeah, we never did capture her in the last chapter, did we?
She literally interrupted our phone call with Mary.
Motherfucker.
Wow.
Like, is that supposed to happen, or is that just bad
yeah,
timing
no.
with you exploring?
No, that actually happened. She actually says, that conversation was going nowhere.
Oh,
Like, she
okay.
actually, like, shuts it down for a second, and after we do this, we'll call MJ and be like,
Okay.
yeah, sorry about that.
Is it always at the exact same point of the conversation?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's all just part of the call, so.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries. So, as you can see, it's time for, as well as the finale of this DLC, the finale of us having to put up with her mess.
50 million?
50 million.
That's a lot of jailers.
However, that's actually really important now. Like, that is actually, like, a thing we're working for. So,
Sounds like the perfect
if
opportunity to shut her
we
down once
help
and
her
for all.
reach 50 million followers,
Keep playing
which
along until that part.
translates to just complete every one of the challenges, and you'll see an obligatory number go up.
Hey, don't leave. I just got here.
If we can help her reach
Wait, what?
50 million subscribers, she'll throw that big, like, not YouTube VidCon thing,
Yeah.
and then we can capture her while she's at that party and bring her to justice.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, she's only at like 2
Really
million
need to shut
followers,
this scene
so
down.
we're gonna have to perform fairly okay to get her to 50
Actually,
mil.
yeah, I just imagine it's an instance of
Screwball's fans
I
are out
would
of
have had
control.
5 million by now, but every time I try to promote myself, they say I'm annoying.
Could you believe that? She says as she does a voice crack I can't even simulate.
Can you believe it? Oh my god. That came at the exact same time on
use
my
Photoshop.
end.
Okay, don't worry. Then pause it. Just tell me, hey, use the photobomb. So
Oh.
just throw the bomb at the photobomb thing, and that'll be how I acquire photo. That's how I'll acquire the bonus points for swinging the bombs at it. Don't worry. For a second I forgot. Wait, did it freeze? No, it's just.
No, she was just oh boy.
Ow.
I think she was actually
little
talking
birds.
about how me and her were surprisingly in unison.
Yes, I was, and then and then the video froze. I was like, oh, I guess our unison really froze the video.
I should
We're too compatible for the world.
I should ask who voices her and figure that out. Just because.
I can
don't
pull
know.
up the
Yeah,
I can
pull
pull
it
up
up.
the BTVA page if you want.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
go for it.
Oh, fuck off. I thought that was a very nice explosion.
It could have been better. I need to practice my screwball voice.
If it's a voice if you think it's a voice worth practicing.
It's,
I mean, you never know. It's just so obnoxious. Am I right?
Again, when I was streaming this game and I was trying to go for gold medals on everything, it was actually something where my friend was like, "I think I hate the word photobomb now."
I think everyone who plays this DLC is gonna hate that word.
Because even if you repeat this, there is no way to stop her from talking and commentating. over the
Okay,
entire thing.
so I looked it up. DC fans are definitely gonna find this grating. She is Artemis from Young Justice.
Oh.
Oh, haven't seen that yet. But how? Anything else I would know her from? Maybe.
Let me see. Trying to find anything in particular. Apparently, she was the stand-in for Eep and a lot of the stuff based on.
Yeah,
the
she
cruise.
referenced that. Yeah, she referenced that thing, James.
Damn it,
What now?
don't go making me feel old, screwball. Even though that's well beyond our time.
For those who caught on to that while Hype was looking that up, is she made a reference to the old theme song.
Okay.
No?
Oh, also,
Unless you want me
she
to make a
is the
challenge, in which case
original,
you,
not the same one that's in
challenge me
Smash,
in all the
but
right
the
ways.
original actress for female Corrin.
Thank you.
Huh. Oh, okay, so in the actual game. Okay. So, I mean, definitely sounds like she has,
In the meantime,
definitely
let's
sounds
swing
like she
around
has
and do some
the
Spidey stuff.
range,
Yep.
the pipes for it.
Yeah,
And-
I mean, I'll say real quick, as far as the performance is concerned, she did perfectly fine for what she got. It's just that she also got picked to voice a very obnoxious character.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I was about to say, to be fair, that can tend to be, like, we might think it's annoying, but on the actor's end, there's something about having the freedom to be that obnoxious that's somewhat cathartic.
Oh yeah, no, I'd imagine in her position she was having the time of her life, and I'll commend them for that. It's just it still doesn't change the fact that, well, again, voice is a very obnoxious character.
Well, of course.
Ready to upload some more premium content?
Yeah.
Well, you thought she was only just a thing with this game?
Get your trigger fingers ready. It's almost time for a photobomb.
I don't know.
She might have been a very recent addition considering her gimmick.
Well, let me see if she's been on any other thing. Okay. Okay, so
I mean,
as far
I'm
as,
looking at this-
other media, this is the only other media thing she's appeared in.
Yes. Okay. I mean, look at this. She's had a couple of different costumes, which at least looks faithful to how it looks in this game. Apparently, she is a performance artist, and yes, the world's first live blogging supervillain.
Which can be pretty funny if done right.
Yes, it can. I'm just reading. At this point, I'm literally just reading the wiki. So forgive me. She apparently apparently used to be affiliated with Deadpool Inc. and a former employee of Arcade and a partner of Jester.
So wait, Deadpool has his own company?
I really wish
Basically Deadpool Inc. was what X-Force became.
Yeah, basically it was an instance of the second Deadpool became the leader. He's like, okay, I want to make a few creative differences here.
Yes, and again, it had characters like Amphibian, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Clay Quarterman, and Screwball.
Well, you know what? When you put it that way, her creation makes an awful lot of sense now.
What the
Yes,
heck?
it does. Yeah, it was a flash bomb. It makes me look all weird, so I'm trying to figure out. I think it's a decent. Oh, nice. I think it's a decent enough way to keep track of
Actually, knowing her affiliation with Deadpool, I just imagine it's like, I only subscribe to her out of pity.
I heard that!
But yeah, and as I'm looking at this here, apparently it's looking at it, it looks like the whole live streaming thing happened mainly because her first crimes happened to be filmed by some witnesses who then uploaded it to a website. She saw how much attention that website got and thought, well, heck, I'm not gonna let somebody take the money for me. I'm gonna just capitalize on it myself. Which I still absolutely
Devil damn.
You just give that whole treatment back 10.
By the way,
I like her. She's like, you missed it. Why do you hate me?
I don't have to like you. I don't have to like anybody. I don't have to. And again, my friend.
I'm just thinking, why do you hate me? Because you exist.
Why do you say things you know will upset me?
It's like, why do you say things you know will hurt me?
I still love that. Okay, you have to leave if you're going to be firing rocket launchers at things 10 feet away from you, not realizing
Watch
how
me
dangerous
get
that is.
blamed for that.
And I still like... I still... Off you go. Nope. Okay, now you can go. I still...
Hold on. Leave one more Bruce.
I still like the concept that my friend had for a whole plot twist involving her, which was that
She was actually an old fogey.
That was the idea, was that we thought that wouldn't it be incredible if she was actually a boomer or something, where she was doing all this mainly because she thought this was what the kids thought was cool and hip, but she was actually more out of touch than anybody else.
Yeah.
That would have been a pretty neat twist. The unfortunate thing is the people that write these comics nowadays are well within that category and don't want to admit it as such.
I don't know. I could absolutely see that being the case, where it's oh, her son was a criminal in prison. She thought this was the best way to connect with him after all those years. And okay, yeah.
Hey,
Miles.
Sort of. How are your assignments coming?
I actually do like this conversation coming up because it does explain the fact of how they're supposed to be. How you have to remember, Peter is kind of a genius. That's the only way it works.
But why are you making me do physics and calculus equations? Shouldn't I be practicing
Well,
web shooters and gadgets and stuff?
Okay, quiz
Oh
time.
boy.
If a
Listen.
pendulum is 40 meters long and attached at a 45-degree angle, how far will the pendulum fall at its lowest point?
11.72 meters. But why does that matter?
It matters a lot if you're the pendulum.
Yeah, people tend to forget that Spidey, amidst all his Spidey powers, is also actually supposed to be smart.
Yep, otherwise it's the difference between me swinging
Bingo.
over the street sign or me very quickly becoming graffiti on the street sign.
Yeah. That must get really annoying whenever Spidey just wants to swing around to clear his head. It's like, alright, time to clear my... Okay, at this angle, I just gotta...
I mean, for all we know, maybe it's kind of like how I do nonograms or people do Sudoku. Maybe that's just how he gets into the Zen mode.
Probably.
In all fairness, though, the dude's done this shit for years, so I think it's come to a point where it comes naturally to him.
Yeah, it's like
Meanwhile,
second nature.
Meanwhile, with all these modern games, Hype and I can be like, freaking like if Spider-Man's like, man, I miss the good old.
Leave me alone.
You have to, what's the secret password? Did you say please? But no, I was like,
I would have loved if those guys actually. Well, actually, it looks like. Oh no, wait, they're actually about to break. I was about to say they can't break. It's all just. It's just like a long running gag.
And this is like, no, it's fine. And I just imagine Spider-Man being like, man, I miss the old days when I could just web on clouds and nobody questioned it.
Well, that's the thing with limitations.
Back then, nobody had to worry about what the heck my web was connecting to. Not even the comics. They were just like, okay, it's heading somewhere off screen. I trust it.
You want to know the weird thing, even now that you bring that up? The weirdest thing just popped into my head. Remember back with the original release of the Spider-Man movie game, there was a cheat code that lets you play as Mary Jane Watson?
Oh yeah, and it's like they got rid of it because they realized at the end of the game there's a cutscene, which is real time, a cutscene where after you defeat Green Goblin, the actual Mary Jane goes over and kisses Peter. With that cheat, you would just have MJ kissing another MJ.
Which, I mean, that's a whole nother issue. Okay, he's down. But was it so late in development that using cheat codes you could still
they patched it out in later re-releases.
But I'm sure, like, if you're like emulating it or something, you could still find a way to like access the code.
You just have to find the original version.
That's true. Fair enough.
You just have to hope that someone made a ROM of the original version. Anyway.
Oh, you know damn well someone did.
After learning about that, somebody had to for archive purposes.
I ship MJ with MJ.
Well, especially back in the day, that since that came out on PS2, unless you bought a future thing, like if you had like a day one release, it should still be the old firmware. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I feel like it would work. You're safe, Oscorp, but I don't like it.
Hey, I only just do this to feed my kids. I'm not affiliated with that dick.
Everybody gets one.
This tech isn't going anywhere.
Sure, it's not.
I got my eye on you, Wall.
Peter, what's this about this game that you're telling everyone about?
No, never heard of it in my life. No, don't worry, Spider-Man, we got this. I said freeze! Points at a rat.
Drop the cheese and nobody gets hurt.
But if we can find out where, we can cut off his supplies.
I said drop the cheese!
Well, that was a rat sign. I thought that was someone fiddling with papers. So, okay.
Has there ever been a rat-themed villain in Spider-Man?
Oh, there has to have been.
I don't know it's Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure in comics in general. Like, I think there is a Batman villain called the Ratcatcher.
That I would be surprised about.
In fact, I think they reference him in one of the Arkham games.
I'm looking at here. There's a character named Vermin, and there is another character that was actually in the Amazing Spider-Man game called Sewer Rat.
Okay.
That's when you say the Amazing Spider-Man, you mean the one based on the Mark Webb game, right?
Yeah, the one that came out in like 2012 or so.
Just making sure.
And yeah, apparently there was a character called Ratman / Sewer Rat / whatever the hell. And yeah, they called him. Okay, here it is. Yeah, they nicknamed him Vermin. He was voiced by Stephen Bloom.
Ooh.
Huh. Well, not surprising because I think Bloom actually was a recurring actor in all the Beanox Spider-Man games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fair enough.
Among other things.
So yeah, that's the closest thing I can think of a rat villain. So. Yeah, anyway, as you can see, we already have our work cut out for us with the usual 9 to 5 grind. So in the next part, we're going to hopefully learn more about where Hammerhead's forces are getting all this equipment from, and see if maybe we can talk some sense into Sable to play nice for like 10 minutes.
Just
10.
ten.
Kind of like we did in the end of the last playthrough.
Yeah, except here she's like really pissed off because somebody took her stuff. And like it was like the last product they had to store, and it totally was hers. And they took. I put down a down
payment on it. Where's my Devil Dam Project Olympus, Peter?
Everybody.
See ya.